Streamlabs. It's always such a pain. Alright, stream is up. Alright, do you need the links for the,
Yes.
tabletop? Okay.
All links all the time.
There you go.
Right there.
So we got Mouse and Marley today. Or Marlisle, right?
Marlisle, yeah.
Marlisle, okay.
Might need at some point to change her hair, just because I'm now getting her confused with Mouse, because they're very similar. Hair.
Yeah, Marlisle sees Mouse and you're like, nope, we need to change the hair color now.
Not the color, the shape. It just looks like we're both going to the same emo concert. And, yeah.
Actually, Mouse's
2004.
in fairness, Mouse's hair wasn't exactly supposed to look that emo, but that's the closest hairstyle that Hero Forge has to how I picture Mouse's hair. So,
right.
Basically, it's just supposed to be kind of messy and black.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
So I figured since we got two people, I've actually had Aaron enlist some NPCs in the main guild hall if y'all want to talk to them and ask about Mystara or do any sort of all of these people are from Mystara, all of them have heard of Zeligar, all of them know lore about the situations, and so, be more than willing to discuss things with you and talk about how much it is to hire them. I was also kind of laughing when I was working through the miniatures that I have. There's a lot of these minis called like chest bears or bag bears and stuff like that. And I'm thinking to myself, well, if you do end up coming across a bunch of, 3 or 4 chests full of gold, how are you actually going to carry it all out of there? So hirelings are something good to have.
Definitely.
So Marlisle, are you able to get in? Or...
I'm working on it. Just getting the laptop.
Okay. Oh, kitty.
Is that a cat?
Yep. That's my squeak. No, you don't go on the laptop. Keyboards are not for kitties.
They start with a K? Well, I mean, hard C.
Everything is for kitties.
Yes.
Yeah, he's pretty aware of that.
Token.
In which section?
We're in the guild hall.
Yeah, I mean, which channel in the Discord is the link?
Oh, Terraceburg. Sorry.
Okay. I was like, I don't see a guild hall option. I'm not seeing...
If you've already signed up and been invited, you should be able to just use the kaijukojin.forge BTT link that I have. And it should say, like, join servers that you've been invited to or something.
I think I'm getting in. like I said, today's just gonna be slow because I have to get used to
Okay.
this.
If you are having issues with Chrome, use Firefox too, because that tends to run better.
Fair enough.
Fix mouse.
Alright, so I'm in a library. It says that my token has no site.
Alright, let me pull you to the right scene. Pull to scene. There you are.
Why the keyboard? What are you doing? Stop it. I mean, there's technical difficulties, and then there's being
Kitty.
under.
There's kitty difficulties. So.
He's plotting. I know he's plotting. There I am. I can see the top of my head.
Yay! Now to rotate your character, you just hold down the control and then scroll your mouse wheel.
Swing your partner round and round. Do-si-do, do-si-do. There we go.
At least you didn't go, you spin me right round, baby.
Right round like a record, baby. Right round, round, round.
Yep.
You brought that on yourself.
I know. Well, last time I was showing people how to do that. That was the song that came out. Like everyone was singing it for like hours.
Well, now, see, the problem is I'm going to be singing it.
Hey, whatever. You know, it makes for good media.
No?
Just don't get me demonetized. Not that I have to worry about that right now. Alright, so just to give you a refresher, Marilee. I keep wanting to say Marley. I don't know why. Marlisle. Okay.
Narrator, so if I have to change it, I can. But I'm picturing it's like Marley and then Isle, like the Isle of Man.
Okay. I'll get it. It just takes me a few minutes. So Marlisle, basically, I'm not sure how you want your backstory to go, but something I'm asking new players is if you want to be from the world that we're going into, Mystara. Not much difference between Mystaran halflings and others, but there is more lore that you'll be getting into later on as we explore the world. Or you can be from whatever other realm you want to be, if you want to be like a Kender from, wherever. Because first edition, if you're under 3 feet, you're a halfling. So that's your job class. And so, lore-wise, however you want to go with it.
I feel like from this world fits a little bit better with her sort of the borrower's vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if she was from another realm, she'd have motivation to try and get back there, or like have
Okay.
And I don't think she really gives a crap.
All right, so you want her to be naturally born in this realm? We haven't had anyone do that yet, so that'd be fine with me.
Yeah, either born in this realm or thinks she was born in this realm is cool with me. But doesn't have any affiliation.
Wow, you and Mouse are going to be BFFs. I just know it.
Yeah.
Well, we go along, so of course it's going to be BFF.
All right, so as you go about your daily business and stuff, you see flyers about Terrisburg, about the portal being connected to a new realm, and you see flyers looking for explorers, and it promises fame, money, power, the typical stuff that would be something that would catch your eye. And after signing up, you were told to meet here on this day, and you'll be given an assignment, and outfitted as needed. And you see a young-looking girl out front too, looking like she's ready to go in. Oh, also, just to show you real quick about the stage, if you open up your character sheet, there's a button there that says stage. If you click that, you'll see your icon show up next to the megaphone in the chat box. And if you click on it, then you'll show up like that. And right click will take it away.
Okay. I have clicked on it. It says is staged, so.
Alright, so go to the chat. You see the little megaphone, and if you just click on your picture, it'll turn red.
I don't see a megaphone, but I do see my little picture.
Okay. And there you go. Hey, the text is working now too. Oh yeah, they did do an update recently. But just when talking, I'm just trying to have players, if they're talking in character, have their icon, their screen show up just as a visual cue. Especially whenever I'm editing videos, it really helps.
Good. Helps with metagaming too.
Mm-hmm. So what do you guys want to do?
Well, I don't know what has been done before, so I have no context.
Well, I mean, odds are Mouse would be standing outside waiting for a party and see Marliyle. Is that correct?
Just Marlisle.
Just Marliyle. Okay. Marliyle show up and she'd probably say something along the lines of, "Oh, have we got another new person here?"
I sure do. Well, new to you at least.
But not quite new to the whole Explorers Guild thing?
Not new to the city.
Well, if you're new to the Explorers Guild, then I think you're going to have to take some kind of test or something.
We already got her onboarded, so, but yeah, you can still go in and, but yeah. Just letting you know, Marla, you were given a test the other day, so you're just told to show up today.
Okay. All right. So can you give me a little bit of? So we're at the Adventurers Guild.
Yes. Basically, you're meeting up with Mouse. You're trying to figure out what your first little task is, and Mouse can kind of show you around and get you in front of Aaron when we will give you the mission.
Okay. So first task for the Adventurers Guild.
Yes.
Okay.
With the way I play, I tend to just leave it open for players. So I mean, you can pretty much do whatever you want. And I just kind of roll with it. So I'm trying to give you guys as many options as possible.
All right. So murdering and pillaging it is. We're just gonna burn down the Adventurers Guild and sail off into sunset. Yeah. All right. Well, Mouse, you want to tell me a little bit about yourself? If we're gonna do some sort of a task together, I'm supposed to trust you.
Oh, well, if you, what is it exactly that you're going for here? Do you want to know things about me, or do you want to trust me?
A fair differentiation.
I mean, they tell me that I was deposited in this place when I was really young, and I was taken in by a very lovely person who taught me all about the finer things in life, like how to pickpocket, how to con, etc. And now I put those fine skills to work helping the Adventurers Guild establish bases and stuff in new areas because, hey, better than living on the streets, strictly speaking. I mean, there's a lot more danger, but technically, the potential for more money. Haven't seen any of it yet, but hey.
Fair enough. I take it you are also a halfling?
Why does everyone always think that?
The height, the name, the potential to steal things, you know.
Humans can steal too.
Yeah.
I'm not a halfling. I'm a human. Honest.
You look shorter than me.
Come on.
Alright, well,
You can move either by dragging your character or using the arrow keys. Inside Mouse, you see it's a lot more crowded than you normally expect. Over here, you see our Dwarf Guildmaster Ruthie is talking to a table of dwarves. And we have...
Don't you mean a dwarfable?
that's a slur. I would never.
And then our Guildmaster Lonnie is talking to a couple of elves at the elf table. And then we have a group of clerics discussing the finer things over at their table over here, too. The halfling advisor who you met previously, Permy, she waves at you very eagerly when you entered the hallway. I'll move you over there here. Just to help you out. And she's like, "Hello, Marlowe. Are you settling in all right?"
I mean, sure.
Do you need any equipment or anything? I can help you out with the backpacks and the foods and the pies and, all the other essentials us halflings need for building into the crypts and denizens of, wherever we go.
Well, until I know that we're going anywhere or where we're going, I don't really know what I would choose to get. I don't want to pack for a island vacation and then go skiing.
Well, Premier pipes up, well, to describe Claus Clayton, it's a stronghold that is about 2 stories. The walls have been described about 10 feet square, and it's been created by a wizard and a warrior. So, yeah, you got crazy magic and crazy traps everywhere. It sounds like a lot of fun.
I do like traps and magic.
I stole the wizard's clothes.
So there's a naked wizard?
Actually, I'm pretty sure the wizard's dead or something. He had good taste, though.
Yeah. Dead is better than naked.
So, did you have any gear that you wanted to use your gold with? I just wanted to give you a chance to stock up because I don't think we actually geared you up other than getting your weapons.
Yeah, we did not.
So what
I
you
guess
do, if you
take
go,
like a standard adventures pack situation, since I don't
if
really
you
know what I'm
go
for.
to the items directory, on the tab there, you should see a list of the gear that you can get, especially under equipment, and all the prices are in there. So just pull out a calculator. I trust you. And how you add it is just drag and drop. So you just drag whatever over to your character sheet, and it'll add it.
Appreciate that. Garlic is a separate category. Very important. Want to make stir fry later?
Mm-hmm.
Which obviously I always want to make stir fry later.
How are your COVID patients?
What?
How are your patients?
Oh, they are out of quarantine now, so there's still masks on in the house, but I don't have to cook 9 meals a day, which is great.
Yay.
I strongly recommend not cooking 9 meals a day. It's a great life hack. Very easy.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Ow. I just like to walk into things in the real world. Calculator. It's 5 gold. Lantern is 10. I like the idea of a crowbar. I feel like that's very character relevant. Her style as a person. Also, if it's a human-sized crowbar, then she'd be able to use it as a weapon.
Right.
How much gold am I working with here?
You got 90 gold is what you roll.
Okay. I'm at 25 so far. Some rations. Thieves' tools. Water skin. Alright, so that takes me to 51.7 gold. And I feel good with that collection.
All right.
Light source, a tool, storage, and rations.
Okay. You dragged it over to your character sheet, or just write
I
it
dragged it
down?
over to my character, and it asked what type of item it was for each thing, so I'm hoping that means it went in correctly. I have absolutely no idea how to check.
Okay. I'm looking at the sheet itself. Give me a second here.
Inventory. Nope. Okay.
Well, did you get? I'll just drag it over real quick.
I'll do it. It's fine.
Okay.
Water skin.
There we go. Now I see it moving over.
These tools. Rations. Lantern. Do I need to separately purchase the oil for the lantern, or is lantern considered to be a complete item on its own?
I'm just considering it a complete item on its own for now.
Cool.
Maybe later I'll get into more logistics.
It is amazing to me that garlic costs more than food rations, but you know what? I feel like
A little bit of garlic goes a long way, you know?
I'm very open to cannibalism, but you really do need to flavor meat, so I think it's going to be a good investment in the long term.
Right.
I'll have to buy far fewer rations.
Are you going to do armor too? I don't see any on your equipment. I think I only gave you a crossbow and dagger for your starting weapon.
Let's see. Leather's really the only thing that makes sense for her.
Alright.
It would be difficult to get banded mail or chainmail in her size, realistically. So.
Well, realistically, there is a dwarven forge you have access to, so you should be able to get whatever in your size. You have access to smiths. So, we can start with leather. Did you want to do a shield as well and get an additional AC bonus on that?
I do not see shield in the pile, but let me...
It's under armor. It's the last one.
The last one I saw was plate mail.
Should be under foot. Oh, derp. I didn't share that one. There we go. Now you should see it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Now to equip them, click the little shirt button. Next to the weight. And then it'll apply the bonus to your main attributes.
Cool. Let me just quickly figure out... I'm behind on cost. Sweet. I have 4 whole gold to spare.
Alright?
Make me a master at budgeting.
Just to make it easier, I'm gonna swap out gold GP with the gold pieces. How many do you have left, you said? 4?
I have 4 gold left.
Alright. There we go.
It's mostly the fault of the garlic. Everything else was cheap, but...
Alright, there you go. And your inventory looks good. Okay, so after all of that, Erin, the guildmaster herself, stage, comes out to meet you. And welcomes you both into the guild and asks if you are ready to head out into the stronghold again. Where did that map go? She has something specific for you guys to do, because I would like to actually move forward with some plans in mind. Maybe you two can actually get it done. Where did it go? Original image. In the main chat here, Terraceburg, sending you guys over a map of what's been mapped out so far. So, the idea, she says, is to try to get a quadrant finished. Because if we can get one of the quadrants done, then we can actually move in some volunteer soldiers and start actually clearing it out and establishing a small foothold in there. So we can actually start launching these forays inside the structure instead of having to go outside, possibly alerting everybody while you're venturing into it. And also, if we can secure the stairs to the lower levels, then future expeditions can choose whether they want to continue working on the top floor or if they want to adventure into the second one.
Roger Dodger, boss. The hell's a quadrant?
Quadrant would be one of the four sections, the northeast, southeast, northwest, or southwest sides.
Ah, gotcha.
So, I would suggest you could interview some of the locals that have come to volunteer to offer their aid also. There you go. So,
And which ones would that be exactly?
she just kind of waves behind her to the people behind in the hall, and so they're all with their fellow guild liaisons. But if you wanted to talk to them and see if they wanted to join you, it would probably be good to get some additional backup.
Oh, so they're like all for hire?
Yes.
Wow.
I suggest a team of 4 to 5 for these missions. So, try to pick 2 or 3.
Well, no offense there, Marlisle, but you don't look like you can take much of a hit, and quite frankly, a strong breeze could blow me over. So, I'm thinking maybe we should look for somebody who's a little bit tougher, and maybe somebody who can heal.
Tough sounds good. I like the idea of a disposable meat shield. I mean, helpful person.
Right. That's one way to look at it.
So you see there's 2 dwarves over on this table, you see there's 2 elves over on this table, and you see about 4 clerics on this table over here.
Well, since you're the new person, I suppose I should let you make the first pick, huh?
I would suggest the opposite, since I don't know anybody in this situation, but yes.
All right, all right. Hmm. What are our options regarding the elves?
All right. Uh, so we have two elves. One is Fensig. Uh, and she is. Oh no. So you're wearing a chainmail. She has a shield that has a slight glow to it and is carrying a massive mace. No, she greets you and says hello. The one next to her is Lapboy the Unexpensive. Lapboy the Unexpected. And he's wearing he has a shield and a spear. And bright red hair. It looks kind of obnoxious.
Fensig looks like my wife. It's very expendable. So maybe we should change the name to Lapoy the Unexpectedly Expendable. Sounds like a
Mouse.
fancy man.
Mouse is feeling a little bit more enthusiastic about Fensig, primarily because she has a spear, and it's a very good spear, and she doesn't want anybody encroaching on her spear.
She also has a rather notable scar in her eyebrow that means she's clearly very much a lesbian, so I like her a lot already.
I mean, I'm not going to give away anything about Mouse and what she's like as a person, but, you know, that may be a factor.
I don't see Mouse having an eyebrow scar, so gotta work on that.
No, she doesn't. No, it's because she always was made to do the things that were less likely to get her hurt in her adoptive father's agency.
Stop eating the cords. I need those for later.
No, I won't. And you can't make me.
It's literally his voice.
Okay, so you want to hire Fensig?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. So she says, hello and thank you. I'll be more than happy to help. She's actually a high elf from Mystara. And she wants to, since you guys are, I'm assuming, small talking, where did my thing go? I'll just use the original book. That's why I have it. So she actually has some legends about what she's heard from her father's brother, sister's cousin's former roommate about the place.
God damn it, I'm surrounded by assholes.
Yes. Where did the stupid legends thing go? It's a legends. Yada yada yada. Here we go. Alright, it says roll a d20 twice. 1, 2. So she can tell you definitively. She knows that there's been stories told in her father's kingdom of there is an enchanted stone within the stronghold. It'll grant a wish to anyone who chips off a piece of it and places it into their mouths. So, the heart of Clasquid.
So, in the middle of this entire fortress, there's a magic rock that'll grant me fortune if I suck on it.
She just laughs and says, "Not exactly that way. You chip off a rock from the stone, and then you put it in your mouth, and it bestows the magic upon you."
Now, see, you seem to think that what you said and what I said are different things. I'm pretty sure they're not.
I don't believe
Yeah,
sucking
there's
is
no
involved.
second.
He says the other one. She just chuckles and says the other tale that I know is that Zilligar and Rogan safely hid their treasures in a pool of water.
Oh, their treasures are hidden in water, huh? You gotta tell them that's not gonna protect them from me.
All right, so you got your elf. She says that she also knows how to cast detect magic and hold portal. Is the spells that she has ready and memorized. So if we need to have a door held shut or opened, she's more than happy to do that. But her spell book is quite slim, with her rank being only, second rank.
Alright, so Mouse is like, okay, Marlisle, I think that means it's your turn now.
Okay.
So we got a couple of dwarves and a bunch of clerics.
All right. Can I take a look through the dwarves?
Yep. So we got Krago of the Mountains. And we have Zephin.
I gotta be honest with you, Krago looks unbearable.
But Krago, he's wearing just banded mail, and all he has on him is banded mail and a two-handed sword. He's not carrying a backpack. He's not carrying anything, and he's just drinking.
He's not covering his titties either. But speaking of titties, Zephin, that's a massive breastplate.
Well,
Is
it is a female dwarf, so
Okay. I was thinking it was a male dwarf that was compensating very oddly.
I'm a firm believer in the token dwarves where the female dwarves look like men, but because their beards are just as thick. So
Yep.
I don't care. All the dwarves in my game are gonna have beards.
Yep. No, I'm into that.
If a player wants to shave their dwarf, they can shave their dwarf. But
no, I dig it. I like Zephin. That silver fox situation.
Alright, well, Zephin is brandishing a hand axe and has a couple short, almost elven-looking swords on her back, and a bow and is in full plate mail.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So just to double check, we are definitely playing the lesbian version of the old dating game where somebody's behind a curtain thing, because that's the vibe I'm getting from this entire interaction. It's like first Mouse chose a bachelorette, now I'm choosing a bachelorette. It's definitely out of these two, it's definitely Zephin, and then we're gonna move on to clerics and do this all over again for round 3.
Yes. Alright. So we're gonna do Fensig, we're gonna do Zephin. Now they're gonna just get the same. What I like to do is with the hirelings, because I'm running them as adventurers themselves. So whatever loot and gear and XP, it's just going to be split between them. So because they're going to be running, but they get a half share versus a full share because they're support, and they're going to leave all of the thinking to you guys. But they're still going to be putting their lives on the line, 100%. Plus, you guys get to have these NPCs grow with you, so whenever they level up, then you get to know about it.
Mm-hmm. All I'm hearing is marriage. Just, it's fine. Keep going.
Alright, so I have a couple different clerics involved. Now, the most experienced looking one is Grandpa of the Secret Church. He seems to be the one leading the conversation with everyone on the table, and all of them just kind of seem to be looking up to him whenever he's talking. Next, the other one is Cracky the Hooded One. Oh, there we go. Get rid of Grandpa. We got Cracky the Hooded One. He seems to be, no, which one was okay, never mind. Second in command is Tacit, servant of St. Cuthbert. He seems to be discussing more rules and talking about divine magic with Cracky the mystical one. So you can sort of tell that these two are the higher level ones. And Cracky and the mystical one are both very green and are looking to try to get some experience. The mystical one, you can see her from a mile away. You want to go with that? The shorts and stuff like that?
No, yeah, for that. It just, it needed to be shared. I couldn't keep that to myself.
Okay. So you notice the mystical one, her hair is levitating and is glowing. You do not need a light source with her around because she is a light source.
Ooh, not very stealthy, but fun to pet.
Mouse is kind of leaning into Marlile's ear. He's like, she kind of has to lean down to do it, but not as much as most humans would have to do. And she's like,
No.
well, you see, I think we should probably take Tacit or Grandpa because, well, that one, and she points to Cracky. He cracks me up. I can never focus when he's around. And same with the mystical one. Her hair is fantastic, but like I can't do my job when she's around. You know?
I mean, that's fair. Also, if the Princesses of Power need help, she's going to leave us for them. So.
Okay, I did kind of make her initiate. It was completely accidental, but I was like, you know what? I'm going with it.
To be honest, you just won like all the points. Favorite show.
So we got Tacit and Grandpa.
I don't know if the sound cut out or if it was supposed to sound like an echo going off into infinity and then not finishing the sentence.
I didn't mean to. I just said we just got Grandpa and Tacit, so those are the two that you were thinking about then, right?
What do you think?
Grandpa, I'm worried he's gonna introduce us to the secret church. A little like beer might be start.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Should be fun.
You're kind of cutting out a little bit.
Where was the one with the hood and the spooky eyes?
Yeah, Cracky. Yeah, he just doesn't like to show his face. He's got lots of scars.
I mean, he's on a lot of spice, but I'm not holding against him. Just for the sake of diversity, we might have a guy here somewhere. Class diversity.
Speaking of, did you hear that joke about like how in in the movie Black Panther they had Andy Serkis and Martin Freeman, both of whom were in The Hobbit, so they were the two Tolkien
Yep.
white guys of the movie.
Yes, I enjoyed that meme very much. Just tickled my fancy.
Mouse is like, all right, so you're thinking of leaning toward.
Fair enough. Where we let down and have a drink with these three, it very much depends on like how they behave in interpersonal dynamics. Grandpa could be a lot of fun in like a crazy Lord High Rodent kind of way. Tacit, I like her visually. I'm afraid that she's gonna be a little hoity-toity when like casually robbing corpses in the normal way that you do. Like, it's just gonna slow us down a lot if there has to be a speech every time I do like a tiny bit of murdering and like a scooch of theft. Cracky, I get good vibes from. The spooky glowing eyes are fun. The cargo vest with a bajillion pockets is just very useful. I enjoy pickpocketing. He has a lot of pockets. This seems like a good match. But it very much like, if I can't sit down and have a beer with them, then I don't want to be stuck on a trail with them or in a dungeon with them for 14-hour days for very low pay. Like, I mean, I've already said I'm fine with the cannibalism, but like, we don't need to start out the gate with that.
Yeah, and the problem with Cracky is, he doesn't take off the mask, so like you can't have a beer with him.
I mean, there's straws.
It doesn't. There's no hole.
You put it up under.
Maybe if it was a really long straw.
I believe that the clerics of this world have invented a very long straw. It's probably even a steel straw. You know, good for the turtles.
No. Steel straw is what thieves invented. Steel.
Yep. Oh yeah, I got it. I'm there with you. I like it.
Oh, speaking of, I don't know if you're aware of this, but apparently Mouse is responsible for like 50% of the wine in Ard'Vanwa.
Yes.
Okay. You know, I'm into it.
They're gonna go with Cracky then. Alright, so with his, after you get him by himself, where'd it go? I'm gonna give his little knowledge about the place, 7 and 14. He says that in his research on the star, when he was on the star, he was always told that there was a secret exit on the back of Claus Clayton. The complex has a rear entrance, which is secret and well hidden. And in 14, he says, I also heard that there is a room with many pools of water within the complex.
Oh yeah. I love that room.
Alright, I don't have the portal set up yet, so I'm just going to yank everyone there. Alright, so if everybody's ready then, we will get you over to Mystara and work on getting things cleared out. see. And cracky. Got that scene. Come on. Activate. Here we go.
Oh no! Undo! Undo! What have I done? Paint my face purple. I can't. I'm sorry.
What's up?
I'm trying to do a forge, and I painted my face purple, and it's terrifying.
Oh no.
A thing of horror.
Kojin,
Yes.
you know the shade that's supposed to show up to like represent your the back of your character, the like sphere of vision that you can't see.
Yeah.
It's on the front of Mouse.
Okay, give me a minute. I'll fix that.
I was just looking at it and thinking like, hey, hang on a second here. Something about this doesn't seem right.
Yeah. Token. Rotation.
Guess I'm done with that for a while.
Okay. Almost got it. It is at 80 degrees, so I need to rotate it a little bit more. How's that? Or actually, no, never mind. That's wrong.
No.
That's. I see what I did now.
I'm just seeing black, and the two of you are like dancing around the green dots.
Click on
I think
your.
it's a lot of fun.
Okay. If you click on your token, you should be able to see with it.
I don't have a token currently. I have a black screen, a green thing, and then there's you guys are dancing around little green dots.
Okay. Real quick, can you right-click your character thing in the chat so you can pull it from the main screen?
To the chat. Going to the chat.
There we go. Thank you. And player config. Okay, let's try this again. Yes. Marlowe doesn't have token vision, so let me fix that too. Thought I had everything fixed. I'm sorry. 30, 60, 270. God, what is wrong with this stupid program? I'm freaking blind, everyone. Has vision. Here's the problem. Close.
I can see.
Yay.
Sort of.
But for some reason, all of my tokens that I'm making, their vision is completely set the wrong way. So,
So apparently my vision is black, and so everywhere I look, there's a black cone.
yep,
I don't
I'm
think that's-
trying to fix that here.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
It's an interesting metaphor.
Yeah.
My hindsight is 2020.
Captain Hindsight.
Black.
I thought it was going to be and it's always darkest before entering the creepy dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's untrue. It tends to be darker in the creepy dungeon. I don't know which creepy dungeons you've been hanging out in, Mouse, but like
That doesn't work.
Yeah.
Slight angle and light radius, bright light radius. You know what? I'm just going to get rid of the set angle for now until I can fix it later. There we go. Now fix using the second mouse. And vision. Alright, so here's Merrily, and here is Mouse. And you have your light on. So, can y'all see? Is everything working?
I can see. Yes, I don't have a weird dark cone of shame anymore.
I can see, and I also do not have a cone restricting my vision,
Okay.
not even behind me.
Alright, I'm just going to leave it that way for now until I can figure out why the crap it's doing that, because I don't want to waste all of my time doing that. Alright, so you guys are outside Quasquating again, just for the new people. Let me show you what it is. So, you're in front of a cave-like opening, somewhat obscured by vegetation and is noticeable at the end of a treacherous passageway which leads up to a craggy outcropping of black rock. And by sweeping aside vines and branches, the opening becomes easily accessible. So, alright. If you guys want to start moving, I will. If you want to tell me where to move the meat shields, or if you guys want to take point and, just kind of let me know. We'll get into turn combat whenever we come into run into anything. So.
Duly noted, but Mouse would prefer to take point as she is sneaky.
Okay.
Let's see, where is that door? Aha!
Marlowe, you keep it up, Marlowe?
Where do I go from here? Is that working? Yeah, okay.
That's a dead end. You got this.
I feel like an especially confused Pac-Man at the moment. My god, who made this wall this long? Jesus. There we go.
Gary Gygax.
Oh. I want to write a script about Gary Gygax, but the one biography about him is one of the worst written books I've ever read.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It hurt.
Oh, I am looking for co-authors for the site, so if you ever want to do an article or anything for it, let me know.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Mouse, I thought you were taking point. Get in front of me. Be a meat shield. Come on.
I'd just love to, but I have to press down Control to talk, and it seems like every single button does something different in Forge.
Right.
Nobody pay attention to the fact that I'm crab walking because I don't know how to turn around.
If you hold Control, you can scroll mouse down.
I already tried
No, you most
that.
certainly cannot scroll mouse down.
I tried Control. It did not work for me.
Not without buying her dinner first, at least.
I mean, but like, what kind of dinner? Are we talking like
There you go.
surf and turf, or
I'll
like
roll you around. There you go.
Honestly, she's a street rat. She's not picky. I thought Mouse had
chicken nuggies it is.
Yeah, it's propped open.
Okay, good. So yeah, Mouse is like, all right, this is the secret door that we're gonna want to go through in order to avoid the really mean freaking magic mouths that are up there. Now I think that we want the southeast quadrant. Is that the word Aaron used? Quadrant?
Does everybody else see comets streaming indoors, or is that just me?
What's that?
There's like little white flashes in the darkness on either side. It looks like there's shooting stars underground here.
That is the. Oh, check this out. You're now underwater.
Or high, alternatively.
And then there's predator vision. Let me turn off the weather though. Because actually what it should be is this. There we got bats now. I don't know why the weather's raining though. Oh, I know why. It's under configure. Top down rain. Turn that off. Save changes. There we go. No more rain. Okay, so what are we doing?
Well, where's that map? It was just up here, but I can't figure out how to bring it back.
It's in the Terraceburg chat.
Oh, well, that would be why. I'm looking for it in the Forge, not in the chat. Okay, yeah, there it is. So, Mouse like, pulls out a map and she's looking at the map and she's like, okay, I think we want to make a straight shot here until we come to the, looks like, second option to go right.
Okay. Marla, you need me to move you up?
Oh, whoops. I think I overshot the door a little bit.
Wrong way. Unless you want to keep going. Alright, hold on. As you move up forward to that location, all of a sudden, where does it go?
I don't know what's happening.
And so you walk up this way because you lose sight of mouse, and all of a sudden, mouse, you all of a sudden hear, "Who dares enter the realms of Quasquaton?"
Oh, god damn it.
Let me see what it says. So you see a mouth that's appear out of the wall right over here and over here. And they start screaming at you. One says, "Who dares enter the place and intrude upon the sanctuary of its inhabitants?" And the second one says, "Only a group of foolhardy explorers doomed to certain death." And both mouths shout in unison, "Woe to any who pass this place! The wrath of Zelagar and Rogan will be upon them." And they cackle and laugh and disappear into the wall.
Yeah, that's real gross and sexual. I don't know who was going around building themselves castles full of mouth walls, but I'm not into it. I can't.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to move you. So, you're over here, the mouths went off. Mouse, you heard her mouth, the mouth's going off, and so, what do you guys do? Because you know everyone heard it in the dungeon now, because that thing is loud.
Well, I guess Mouse would like to go kind of like sprinting back to try to make sure that the other person is okay.
Okay.
Left me in the first place, so.
You guys are going to come running along with, too.
Alright, so Mouse comes dashing back in here and she's like, "What are you doing? I said we go through the secret door to avoid the magic mouths."
But then there wasn't a secret door. I thought I was following you.
There was a secret door. I literally opened a section of a wall. What do you think a secret door is?
I don't know, man. All I see is hallway.
Okay, well, it's this hallway that we want. This one.
I literally just see a hallway. There's no this. There's nothing happening on my screen.
Come back down towards us.
There you go, right here.
See this hallway down this way? This is the hallway that we want to go down.
I'll rotate you for you. There you go. Okay, and what's up?
I literally can't see
Ah, crap.
whatever's happening.
All right, how close up are you able to zoom?
Show you guys what I.
Okay.
Like I'm just in the whole thing has been a series of crosses, but the crosses don't go anywhere.
Okay, it doesn't look like you are on your character. This is kind of how I have my thing viewed. So as I'm selecting you, I'm just keeping your in the middle of the screen.
So I can't see that, is what I'm saying.
Okay. You're cracky. Let me just remove and add your token one more time to see if that helps. There you go. That fix things?
Now I can see me.
Yay!
Yeah, I went from being in a hallway with people to being alone in a hallway to then not being in the hallway, but I can see the hallway. So I've just been.
Okay. So they're that way, and we're going to put these guys over here because they're following mouse again. Alright, so you want to roll your mouse, you want to roll, what is it, hear noise?
Sure, I wouldn't mind. Listen door is slightly better, but I'll do hear noise. Oh dang!
Alright, well, you hear, when you get up to this hallway here, since you just heard all of the magic mouths go off, you actually hear scuffling around the corner.
Okay, so Mass is going to kind of like throw her hand up to stop people moving, and she's like, she puts her finger to her lips and then points at the hallway to indicate that like there are people around that way. And then she like points to Zephin and Fensig, and then points to the hallway, indicating that they should go in first.
Okay.
While the squishier people probably use ranged attacks.
Alright. Okay, so since this is going to be you guys having the first attack, we'll just go ahead and move them ahead. And as you peek around the corner and they charge forward, there's a group of 4 kobolds investigating the noise. So they're able to kind of get a line going and block them in their path. Where do you want to move?
Who specifically?
Mouse, Marlisle, Cracky. Where do you guys want them?
Well, I know that Mouse wants to go approximately there.
Alright. You want Cracky to stay back for heals, or do you want him to try to do support?
I guess he should try to do support.
Alright. Oh, he has a club. I'll just put him here in case he needs to move back. Combat tracker. Marlisle, did you want to get moved somewhere?
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep using Cracky as a human shield. So
Okay.
where the hooded one goes, I'm just like, he's got that long red cape. Let's just assume that I'm under the cape.
All right.
Just
Okay.
as as things continue.
All right. Oh. All right. So, no, Fancy did not die. So since you got your surprise at your listen sound, you're gonna go for the I'm sorry. Just so you know what's going on, Marlo, we do simplified rounds where basically it is either the monster's turn or the player's turn. So a little bit later when we get more players, I do plan on doing the advance initiative where, determines who you go each turn. But just for the sake of simplicity and with the old rules, we just do it this way. So, Fensieg will target. Now, to fight, since it's Fensieg's turn, we're going to have them hit with the mace. By clicking, and there's a square around it, just so we can show you what to do. When you have a highlighted square around it, all you need to do is click on your weapon icon, and it'll roll a dice for you. And it'll actually do the damage. Reveal to everyone. There you go. So Fensieg hits with a mace and hits the guy for 3 damage. 5 damage. Alright, so she just straight up cracks one kobold in the head and it just goes down. Okay.
I've got my crossbow, so I'm going to stay where I am.
Cracky, I don't think Cracky can hit. So he'll pass. Zephin's going to attack this one. With one of her swords. It didn't move. Oh. All right. I do 2 damage on this other guy, which knocks him out too. Which one's this one? All right. Marlo, you're next.
All right.
So click on the Cobalt you want to target. If you go to the combat tracker, it's next to the chat log. You can actually select from the list there instead of clicking on the icons.
Okay. How do I've selected him. How do I make him?
So open up your inventory.
Yep, got that already.
And you see the icon under your crossbow. Just click on the crossbow icon itself to the left of the name, and it should roll the dice. There you go. All right. You hit.
Terrible damage.
You hit the kobold in the shoulder. It looks really, really hurt, but still. And it's Mouse's turn next.
Reticle. All right. Mouse is going to huck her spear at that kobold there. Let me see here. Okay.
Oof. It just bounces.
Okay.
Alright.
That's it.
Okay. I don't know why I did that again. But it's their turn now. And so I'm going to make a morale check.
Morale.
Thank you. Because they just took out 2 people. Where did it go? Monsters. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Morale is the optional rule. Okay. And that guy's morale is 6, so however I did it now.
I forgot to
Alright.
mention because
Yep.
I forgot that time passes in
Mm-hmm.
Quarantine World. That I have therapy at 5:30.
Okay.
I will need to go at some point before that.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's usually about when we end too, right, Mouse? So when you usually have to go is about 5:30 or 6?
Yeah, usually it's like around 6, yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't mind wrapping up a little bit early. But yeah, the 2 run away. So, let's see how the morale works. It looks like when you check the monster's morale rating. Oh, there it is. Morale check. I can roll the dice. Yep, they failed. There we go. Now let's check this guy. All right, this guy runs away, and I'll just mark him dead. Whatever. And this guy's still ready to fight, so he is going to push ahead, stand on the dead body, and attack Fency. There's the kobold. And I'm going to attack with my weapon. Oof. And he completely whiffs it. Alright. And next round. There we go. Alright, so it looks like it's going to be Fensig, Cracky, Stefan. Alright, Fensig's going to attack. And alright, she just takes one big swing with her mace and just knocks the head off, literally. Just one shots it, and the injured kobold scampers off into the hallways. So, whatever Final Fantasy music you want. Ooh, actually. Oh, come on. There you go. Venture battle music. Why isn't it playing? Whatever. Alright, so you got three kobolds dead, one's missing, or one's run off. Checking their bodies, you don't really find anything but maybe, let me see. You find about 2 gold pieces off of all of them. Everyone there?
Yeah, I'm just, I'm listening.
Sorry.
So, all right. Um, yeah, 2 gold, nothing else really.
Yeah. I mean, their swords are just old, and you probably have better. So it's not anything that you'd want to really keep as valuable.
I mean, yeah, I have a magic spear. That's pretty cool.
Yep. You pick it up, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay.
No, I'm just gonna leave my magic spear sitting on the ground. Yeah. So nobody was hurt, right?
Nope. You took them all out like a tactical ninja.
Yeah. So yeah. Mouse is like, okay, well, that was interesting. Now, what we need to do is head through that door on the right down the hall. This hall, continuing on the direction we were going. Not heading left, heading forward, then right.
Yep, again, the combat.
Am I not hearing you, or are you not talking?
We're just waiting for what's going on. Mouse is heading down this way, and so, whichever way you want to move to.
I mean, Mouse just, said like, okay, we need to go this way, and so she went down that way. Okay, let me check the map again. All right.
Is there a way to zoom out the map so that I have a larger field of vision?
Just the mouse wheel. Yeah, you can scroll in and out.
Bold of you to assume I have plugged in a mouse.
Is it
better?
Mouse? Is it easier with the black triangle away from the back of your head? I'm just wondering, since you've been doing it both ways for a while.
A little easier, I'll admit.
Okay.
So yeah, Mouse is like checking the map, and she's like, all right, I'm pretty sure we need to veer right.
Okay.
She is not going to make the mistake again of getting too far ahead Marlisle.
Okay.
Again, I can't see anybody. I don't know what's happening.
We're back over here. We're going. You're past the doorway.
Okay, but so like everybody is there and then they're gone and then they're there again.
Oh,
What?
there you go. So, there we go. So when you enter here, what? Did all of my little notes go away? Dang it. Oh, no wonder I actually redid the whole website. Let's-
Okay, and now
Alright.
we go this.
So when you entered into this, which way are you heading first?
We're going down. We're going down this way, this tunnel here, because it looks like, according to the map, this will lead us to the only room in this quadrant that we haven't explored yet.
Gotcha. Are you able to zoom out a little bit, Marlo?
Yes. It now mean that character. Mouse.
Sorry, did you say something?
I said no. That's mouse. Where the fuck am I?
Oh.
You're right here.
Yes. So right here doesn't when I can't see anything, but I appreciate the efforts.
If I hold down my mouse button, it actually does a ping. Do you see a little rotating triangle that says Kaiju Kojin?
So the problem is that
Oh.
I was looking up, like all I could see was up here.
Okay.
And so if I can't see the area where the cursor is, I also cannot see the cursor.
I see.
So when I can't see my character, I can't see my character.
Right.
So I had to scroll all the way out, and then I couldn't tell the difference between any of them. I could see them, but they were so tiny. And if I scroll in, I can't literally. I can't seem to like drag where the camera is looking. Because if I use the scroll wheel, I'm just zooming in and out. If I use arrow keys, I'm moving my character, but I still my character.
To move the map, what I do is
a way to have like the camera follow me, so I can.
if you right click, you should be able to drag the map around. That's how I'm dragging mine around, unless that's what you've already been doing.
No, I've been left clicking, not right clicking for that. Okay. Everything has a fun learning curve. Okay.
Yes.
Until we go to the next hallway, and then I lose you again. But for now I know.
Okay.
I'll take it. All right, so going up this way. map again. Okay, we want to keep going straight.
Okay. Barely's moving pretty fast now.
Still mostly crab walking, but fuck it.
You're getting it. You're getting it.
Now the moonwalk. Ooh yeah. Looks like there's a door there.
Okay.
Does look like there's a door there. Is it on the map?
It's not asking me about what things are on the map or not, since I can't even find me.
Okay. So it looks like this is in fact the doorway into the only room that we have not explored.
Mm-hmm.
So Mouse is going to step up and start doing her thing.
All right.
So first up, listen door.
All right. All right. You don't really hear anything at the door.
Doesn't sound like there's anything in there. All right. Now I'm going to check to see if there are any traps.
All right. You don't see any traps either.
All right. I'm pretty sure that we're all good. But, obviously better safe than sorry, so I'll ask one of our tougher people to come up here and open the door first.
All right. Zeph volunteers. He's like, I'll give that door a good kick. So she kicks it open, jumps inside. Ah! Like, room's empty.
Oh, really?
So inside is the workroom. It says here, the room is used primarily for furniture storage, although it's mostly empty. There are 3 large oaken tables, a number of chairs, and 14 wooden stools stacked against the walls in the corner opposite of the door is a woodworking table, and a crude vise attached, and the small saws on the other carpenter's equipment are thereon. The people who write this are weird. They don't English well. There are wood chips and some sawdust scattered about the floor also.
Wow, well, this is just stimulating, isn't it? So interesting. Everything's just, wow. Mouse is gonna, have a look around, see if there's anything of value. She's good at ferreting out shiny stuff.
Alright. Underneath the woodworking pile, you see some raw materials. Inside, you actually can find you see a pearl.
Ooh, a pearl. She's definitely gonna grab that.
Looks like it's something that was going to be inlaid into a box or something, but you can see the whatever was being made was half finished, and everything is just kind of left the way it was. So,
Mouse is like looking at the pearl in a very Smeagol-like way, as everybody else is like, this could be a good room for, the woodworking, for the guild and stuff.
mhm.
Ooh, shiny.
Right. So that pretty much covers this actual quadrant. You still have the map area, so you can start looking around in other spots if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
You've got about a half an hour left, right?
Before I start therapy, yes. I would love to leave a little early just to get emotionally ready to be shredded, but I have to be off by like 5:25 in order to get
Yeah.
into online.
I don't really know if a half an hour is enough to find another room, but it's possible.
Well, it took us 2 hours to find this room.
That's my thinking.
Yeah. So yeah, probably not. There does appear to be an interesting mop on a table here, and a strange stack of tables. Interesting.
Oh, yeah, those are the chairs. There's about 14 stools stacked up on a corner.
That's
So
how stacking works. I'm trying to picture this from the side, and from the side it looks like a beautiful sculpture. Like, it's fascinating. I'm into it. Just put Cracky's hood over his head and spin him around to pin a tail on the donkey.
You spin me right round, baby, right round.
Just so, since this is your first expedition, there is the curse that is on everybody in the realm. So there's a time limit. Whenever we're done with the session, you guys immediately get teleported back to the guild anyways. So if you want to explore until the time runs out, you can. If not, we can just get you back and wrapped up, and I can actually just work on changing this portion of it so next time we come in, we can actually just stop going down this way, and you can explore the rest of the areas.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah. Sounds like a decent option.
All right, cool. As far as XP goes, I wanted to at least award you both 200 for getting the map, this area mapped out finally, and then each with 2 gold, or unless you want to split it, and then you guys can figure out what you want to do with the pearl. You guys can fight over that one.
What are our options regarding the pearl?
You can turn it in you can cash it in for gold at the guild and split it between the two. The XP would be, the XP for the treasure would be divided between you guys anyways, of it. So that would be, what's 100 divided by 5? 20?
Yep.
And, yeah. So, I would give everyone 220. And then you guys can figure out what to do with the pearl whether you want to sell it or keep it, use it, trade it, whatever.
Mouse is thinking that, like, she has no use for a pearl, so, like, she definitely wants to sell it.
Yeah, I don't have a purpose for it.
Give me the cash.
Alright. So you get 100 gold for the pearl. You can either share it or keep it or whatever you want to do with it.
Well, we're already having to pay the people that are coming along with us, so we wouldn't necessarily be splitting the treasure with them. They're mercenaries. They're not investors.
Right.
So it would just be split between us and remove the cost of whatever we had to pay to get them to come with us.
Yeah. So, like, is that 50 gold for the two of us? Or is that 100 gold divided up between the five of us?
So I'm saying it wouldn't be divided between the five of us if we agreed to pay them a rate.
Right.
If we agreed to just share anything we got with them, then they wouldn't be mercenaries. They would just be party members.
Yeah.
But if we made a plan to pay them in advance, then anything we find would be just split between the two of us, and after removing the cost of whatever we have to do to pay them.
That's something I want. Players to figure out whenever we actually get more people going. Right now, I'm just letting you guys split the money and the treasures yourselves, and I'll worry about them and their portion of the pays. But whenever we actually start moving on with parties and getting more people on a regular basis doing it, I would like to eventually start giving my NPCs wages. So whether you pay them or if you want to negotiate or haggle, I have lots of charts for all of that, which is going to be really fun. I like random charts. So,
now, like, that's just
50,
gold for the two of us.
yes, 50 gold for the two of you.
Okay, okay. That was a fun first session.
Thank you. I mean, sorry it took a little bit longer than I'd hoped, but I mean, at least we got moving with some stuff.
Yep.
Alright, well.
So we got 200 experience each for clearing out the quadrant.
Yes.
And then how much for the kobolds and the found stuff?
Okay, so for the found stuff, the pearl is 100 gold, so that's 100 XP split 5 ways. Because the XP costs I'm giving to the NPCs also.
Right.
So that would be 220, and then you got the 2 gold from the kobolds, so that's 222, and then the kobolds are worth. Kobolds are worth 5 XP each, and there's 4. So that's 20, so that's an additional 4. So 226. My math is right. Split between everyone.
Yep.
Okay, so Mouse is now at 1,496 experience. How much longer until she levels up?
Forever.
Thieves, they level up at 1,500.
God damn it.
Or no,
Oh
12.
my
My bad, 12. Yeah, they level up at 12. Also, humans can dual class too, so if you want to actually take a level of mage or cleric or something too. Just to let you know a little bit about how I'm doing XP, is I'm making it like, think of Fred Meyer rewards points or like Safeway points. So XP is basically a sort of what's it called? Merit points. And
So
what's that?
how many XP am I adding here?
You're adding 226.
226.
Mm-hmm. So because of the amount of modules that we have to go through and the insane amount of gear and gold that you guys are going to be getting, going to do a little bit different XP system. So instead of reaching 1200 and being like, yay, I'm at level 2, you pay that experience points to buy the level. And then you get reset down to 0. So you're going to have your current XP and your overall total number of XP later. So
Right.
that way it'll actually slow the level increase because I have at least 12 modules that are up to level 3.
Yeah, fair enough.
So,
So
but
yes.
yeah. But if you want to level up, we can do that and just subtract 1200, and then you get an additional 1d4 health, and I think that's about it.
Okay. Cool. I will see you guys next week.
All right.
See you next week.
Roommates is interested in joining, so I will give you those details. And
Awesome.
Cool.
all right. Ciao for now.
All right, bye.
Okay, so yeah. So what? Like, I thought there was like some kind of an experience bonus depending upon the rating of your ability, your like
Oh.
class's primary ability score.
Yes. Give me a second here. Do you see on your thing if it shows the bonus?
Well, that's the thing. I've been looking for it, but I don't know where to go.
Okay. There's that. Let me look at the rogues, thieves. Where did it go? Okay, your dex is 17. I can honestly say that you have a 10% thing, so fix that. Tweaks. Come on, tweaks. There it is. There we go. So take your 2 whatever and add 10% to that.
So we got 240, 226
Mm-hmm.
in total, and plus
10% is 26 or 22.
Yeah. So Mouse actually got 248.
Oh, nice.
Which puts her up to 1,538.
Mm-hmm.
And then she needs to pay 1,200 if she wants to get
Yes.
Okay, and so the first thing is I get an extra 1d4 of health.
Yep. Nice.
Woo! Maybe I can actually survive a single hit now.
Right?
Okay. I don't know how to change the sheet though.
Okay. If you click in the little bucket where your score is on the bottom, you should be able to change that to an 8. If not, I can do it. I just want to see if you can, to see if you're able to edit the sheets. There you go. And then change the hit points on top.
Oh, okay, that works.
And then
yeah.
and then under a hit dice, change that one hit dice to a 2. 2d4.
Okay.
And then your saving throws don't change until level 4.
Fair enough. But I think that my abilities, like my different abilities, start to improve.
Yes. If you go into the abilities, you can actually see climb sheer surfaces. Go to the journal entries and look under the thief.
Okay, yes, I see it.
So we're going to want to change those numbers to match level 2 now. So CS is climb sheer surfaces. Target is 80, needs to be 88.
Okay. So, like, the target for that is 88 or lower, and it gets steadily better?
Right.
Awesome.
So if you go into your abilities and you see climb sheer surfaces, if you go to the edit tab or the edit icon, you can change that target number up to 88.
Yes, indeed. And then TR goes up to 15, which is fine slash traps. That's good. A little bit better chance. I'll take it. Hear noise remains 1 to 2. Hide shadow goes up to 15. That's nice. Move silently. Well, that goes up to 25, although I have the elven boots. Which
Yes. Good Lord. I'm just looking at level 14 cleric and I'm thinking of these people who get up to level 36. I'm like, what do you do when you get like 99 percentiles of everything? Open lock 99%.
Well, my open lock is now 20%.
Yay.
My pickpocket is now 25%.
Got a 1 in 4 chance.
It's better than it was.
Yeah.
Not fantastic, but better.
Mhm.
Out of curiosity,
Yeah.
Is there any way, like, can you increase your attribute scores at any level?
Through wishes and items, you can. So, definitely you can have like, dexterous boots and stuff like that. And there's other methods of doing it, but not through leveling that I've found yet. So.
Oh, gotcha. All right, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose that makes sense based on what I've seen so far. So, yes. I think that looks like all of my level up.
Okay. All right, cool. Anything else you want to do before we head out, or you think that's it?
I think that's it.
All right, cool. Well, I will talk to you next week.
Next week.